Alright, boys, I'm coming in hot. Sona OP! Flash Crescendo! Get all the carries. Fuck some shit up. Boom, 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 boom. QWE, smash, 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 smash. Don't really know what you're doing, but push QWE a lot because that's what you do with Sona. Spam it, kill that dude with the Chinese caricatures. He's probably white, doesn't know anything about Chinese culture. Might not even be Chinese, I don't really know. And overall, just smash the team because they try to take your shit. Welcome to my channel, guys, and thanks for checking it out. This guide is gonna try to teach you how to become a better support in the mid and late games, and we'll encompass a bunch of different things. I figured that's a pretty good way to start this video off, because it kind of shows that I'm not the worst League of Legends player in the world. Definitely not the best, but spent way too many hours in this game, and way too much money to not at least invest something into it. And as always, if you guys actually enjoy what you see, or think it's relevant or funny, or that you want to cyberstalk me, you're more than welcome to subscribe, because it makes me feel better about myself. Alright, now the first thing we're going to talk about is always having an oracles past the 20-minute mark, because you absolutely need oracles to see where the enemy team is at. And another good thing to do is always carry wards. Ward their jungle, because it is so awesome to be able to literally just be in their jungle and do whatever you want, because you can take their buffs, you can control Dragon and Baron, and overall just be awesome. Just trying to not hiccup that entire time. Alright, for real. Wards save lives. It's probably some shitty internet meme somewhere, but it's true. Also, ignore my score so far because it's super bad. But I just warded Baron, and I'm clearing out this jungle right here because I want to know where all the members are of the team at the same time. And also, I always want to make sure they don't have eyes on Baron. Baron, for the people that don't know, spawns every 7 minutes, and it gives huge buffs and regen, and it sucks, and lots of money, and you don't want the other team to get it. Same goes for Dragon, but that is every 6 minutes. And after the 15-minute mark, Baron is up, so you always kind of want to make sure that's warded, and Oracles is awesome. Because see right here, I get to clean out this bush and make 30 gold. I mean, that's pretty good day's work. And just kind of hang out here. And it scares them enough to where they think Fiddle might jump, and it allows the minions to push, and we have an inhibitor down. So we're going to continue to push, 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 and get more pressure on Baron and Dragon, because they're forced to go back into their lanes. Here's another team fight that they get caught out because they don't have wards, and I've cleaned out the oracles. That's a really not very good ult on my part, but I can still help the team by Shirelia and using my E. If you're a different support, if you're like a Leona, for example, you can do the engaging differently, or if you're a Lulu, you can keep your carry alive. Depending on the support that you are, gauge it differently. I mean, if you don't know how to play a carry, or play a support rather, play bots, figure out how to do it. Use Lolking, use a bunch of different things. There's a lot of different stuff you could use. But right here, we take the turret because we catch them out, and then we take their inhibitor. And every time you take an inhib, you get super uber monsters, and just they're bastards and they're hard to kill. And here's another thing: as support, because you're not a bloodthirsty son of a bitch, you kind of have your head on straight usually. I mean, I just got hit by a tower, so I'm not thinking that well. But you should make the calls. We just took down that, and we know that we had an advantage. So now we went back and we took another objective. The more objectives you get and the more lanes you push, the more pressure that's put onto the team. Also, you're going to have a lot more money, and then you're going to be able to spend that bling on swords and shit, because that's cool. Alright, I don't like talking about items because it can get kind of boring, but depending on what character you are, like with Sona, I really like Shirelia's because it makes everyone go fast, and that's always cool. On some carries, I like to get Aegis first. It doesn't really matter. It just plays in your playstyle and what you enjoy doing. But I would always suggest getting a Sightstone, just because the 3 wards are awesome. And if you can't afford an Oracles, buy some Sight wards just every time you can go back after the 20-minute mark. It's awesome. Now, we've got bottom lane pushed, and we have top lane pushed as well. And here we have a giant Cho'Gath from the deep sea, Loch Ness Monster or whatever. Got like 10 million HP. No one can kill him, but we're putting pressure on that top tower and letting bottom push. They're spending all their time on Cho'Gath. I'm saving my ult for when they get to our carries, and then I know that theirs is already down, so then I hit the people that are trying to get onto to my carry. And and then we can continue to push and do what we want. We don't actually finish here, but it allows us to go into the next objective, which is Baron, which is what I want to show you guys next. The defense will be the exact same way for Dragon. I'm too lazy to make a Dragon video. I made one of my other videos, which you guys can check out if you want. But this is a different type of Baron engage. Instead of we waited a little bit to do it, which is kind of silly. But I've set up pink wards and I have an Oracle, and I'm destroying any wards that they have in here. I don't really understand, but Cho'Gath just doesn't give a fuck, and he just YOLO'd, and he's fighting the entire team. So I'm kind of confused as to where to go. But we have Yi and everyone else doing it. I decided I'm going to keep messing around with them because they have no wards, and my Oracle, or my Vision Ward in there is done. They waste their... Jarvan ends up wasting a lot of things on me, and Cho'Gath he should have used on the carry. I don't know where the hell Caitlyn was even at. She was just hanging out. Yi is somewhere too. Some shit. Anyways, team fight here. Bad focusing on their part. I'm a badass. I'm just gonna Q right there. What's that? Oh, what up? Oh. And then I'm like, hey, I need to pay for this Oracle. And oh, boom, right there. The best. And then we go on to we ace them and then we win the game. But, there's another way. There's no real way to defend if you are trying to stop them from doing Baron besides just warding, hoping your jungler can get in, or maybe flashing and crescendoing. But it's a lot harder to defend them from doing Baron because they have the advantage, I feel, unless they get really hurt, and then obviously you can swarm in and win. But it's a little more difficult if you don't have this music. But last thing regarding Baron. If you push really hard and you get all their hits down and then you go and heal, problem is that you're not guarding it anymore, and that's an easy way for them to counter Baron. So always when you do go back, make sure you ward it and actually have a couple people maybe hang out, because it's awful to be counter Baron after you successfully take down an inhib or anything. It gives them back into the game. Alright, now ignore my 08 and 10 score. I'm actually trying to teach you guys how to feed. In this clip, we have a good push on all sides coming in. Bottom is pushing and top is pushing, and the mid inhib is gone. So now what you should do is you should push the other lanes to try to take down their inhibitors. And since they have home guard, they come in hard. I use a slow to keep them off my carry. I use polymorph, and then I use my ult to pop them in the air. And then I exhaust Xin, who is hitting up on my Caitlyn, and I'm like, nah, dog. So then I use Glitter Lance again. Get out of the way, let my guys do the thing. I have Shirelles up still. I don't use it because I feel like we have the need, and then we ace, and then we win the game. So in that fight, we did a really good job of keeping them off Caitlyn and using our CC to keep them at bay. And that's exactly what you want to do. Have the tanky people be up front. Have someone like Fiddle be just doing a lot of work and just causing lots of havoc, man. That's what you gotta do. And then you win, and then you do dance moves and talk shit to him at the end of the game. You don't really talk shit, but I mean you can if you're an asshole. Again, thanks for watching. I know a lot of you guys don't like support, but if you get good at it, you can actually do pretty well. I know I'm not a professional at these guides, and I don't claim to be, so if I forgot some stuff, don't hate on me, whatever. Party on and subscribe.